Alrighty, I had to re-record the audio for this because I didn't realize I turned the gain up on my microphone and was clipping like crazy, but TLDR is I got my Alphamon Ouryuken deck finally all set up, and I am playing against Magnamon X-Antibody here, which is a pretty interesting deck, and we're going to see a little bit later on, either in this video or in the next one, that he does misplay a little bit, and I misplay a little bit, mostly because we're both, playing new decks that we haven't actually been able to pilot too much. So I win the roll, I go first, I go into the Dorumon, and I play out another Dorumon, so I can trash another Dorumon and draw another Greymon Dorumon. So a really good start for me, I think, as he, just goes up into raising, puts the Armadillomon, doesn't get the on-play effect to search, and he does instead go up into the Vmon to do that search anyway. And it is because he's using yellow babies that he can't digivolve his Vmon on top of it, but now he goes up into the Patamon, which that is a little bit scary because he can use that to end of turn Jogress. But from here, I play out a Cool Boy. I'm on a little bit of a search, and I can pick up any X-Antibody in the deck, and that's why, a lot of people play the Cool Boys. And a lot of people have been debating on the ratios, which I'll get into a little bit later. Here, I actually cheat a little bit because I gain an extra memory, because I forgot that the Dorumon is, that's its inherited effect. I should have only drawn one, then, here, going up into the Dex Dorugumon is, I discard a card, gain a memory, and with that he has I can extend my turn and go up into the Greymon, slot an Ouryuken underneath, and I pretty much have everything set up as we go into the next turn. I just need an Alphamon or 2 or 3, but you can see in my hand I don't have any of that, and definitely that one little cheat of getting one extra memory did help me extend my turn a little bit, but like I say, we both misplay a little bit, and it's just a friendly, it's not a competition or anything, so we're just, testing out our decks, and we're gonna see that one memory probably doesn't matter in the end, because he does push up his baby, go up into the Magnamon, thinking about probably digivolving on top of the Patamon with that Pegasusmon, but he opts not to, and instead goes up into the Magna X-Antibody, probably trying to prep himself for that swing, but he probably, I don't see a Shakomon in his hand, but if he had it, he probably would have wanted to go up into the Patamon. I go up into the Dexdoru Greymon, and with that, I will, because it's on top of a Doru Greymon, I pop his Patamon because I don't want to see that end of turn Jogress, and I don't drop anything to gain a memory. But, with that Cool Boy, I am able to tap it, get a little bit more, and you see I go up into another search. I find an Ouryuken at level, that's my level 6. I don't have any Alphamons in my hand, so I figure, do I want to spend another turn setting up and risk having this removed or DP reduced or something like that, or do I just want to start swinging now? So you can see I'm thinking about it, and I do indeed go for it. I don't use the X-Antibody effect to swing and do the Ouryuken at the same time. I just go up into it, and I'm not really sure why I didn't swing, because I probably would have gotten a lot of checks right there, but it's still a very scary piece of cardboard on the table right there. He can't really do much to remove it. It can't have its DP reduced or be deleted by effects. It could still be returned to the hand or returned to security, but even then, I don't think he runs anything like that in his deck. I've run against that in security control lists, which are really annoying, but no, I just have my big boss monster. He swings into the Alphamon, which I wish I saw a turn earlier, because, damn, imagine if I had the Alphamon on top of 2 Ouryuken and I'd be gaining memory out the ass and swinging 3 times for 5 checks, but you're gonna see that it kinda doesn't matter anyway, because I am just going to swing out with a bunch of checks right here. Then I have 4 rookies to follow up, so I even add the Yuji on top of it just to add a little bit of security underneath. Add another security check, gain a memory, draw a card, and this is where the fun begins, because I'm swinging for 4 checks right here. He does hit that option in security, but it doesn't matter because I'm ending the game right now. And it kind of goes to show you that in this X-Antibody list, the consistency comes from the tamers and, you know, digivolving on top of yourself to get more draws, get more memory, get more value. Like, you don't even need the Alphamon at the top in order to have a huge swing, because Ouryuken itself is very scary, but of course the combo is supposed to be Alphamon, Ouryuken, and yeah, I mean, again, it's a very scary list, and you saw me come out like super fast with a lot of damage, which, again, I was toying with the ratios. You saw I hit 3 of my Ouryuken. I only run 3 of them. I had 2 of my BT-6 Alphamons in security. I only run 2 of them, and so my other 2 Alphamon were nowhere to be seen, but that is something that I have been toying with a bit. Don't know what kind of ratios I want to do. Don't know what ratios you want to do for the tamers too, because you see I have 2 Kotas in my hand and a Yuji. You also saw I have a bunch of cool boys too in my deck as well, so that's another ratio you kind of had to play with, because I see people run like 2 Kotas, 3 Yujis, 2 cool boys, or 4 cool boys, 4 Yujis, but my ratio right now is 3 Yujis, 2 cool boys, 3 X-Antibody options, and 2 Kotas. 1 Congo. So, you know, I was talking over that as we start to set up. He goes into his Magnamon. I go up into my Ouryuken. I only run 2 of those to just have 10 level 4s. Go up into the cool boy, choke him to 1. Find my level 5, the Ouryuken, and try to see what we can do from here. He does have his Magnamon. He could warp into Magnamon X. He could play out that yellow memory boost instead, and I get set to 3 because of that Kota, and that Kota does put in work. Now, I did have someone say to me that I should run 4 Kotas because you definitely want the memory setting, but that's way too much, and then you don't have enough room for Yujis or cool boys, so only opting for 2 right now, and that was actually a tech I made right before we started playing. But I do go up into that level 5, gain a memory, draw a card, play the X-Antibody underneath, go up into the Dex Gray, and, you know, you can see I found an Alphamon Ouryuken, but first I need to actually put Alphamon and an Ouryuken underneath. But you can see I do have the Alphamon, and I will play out the Yuji instead of going into the Alphamon right away, because I want to take full advantage of whatever I can do. And you might have seen I accidentally did not Digivolve in Raising, because I was thinking to myself, I don't know which Digimon I want to eventually put underneath, because I think I had the Ryudamon and the Dorumon and, you know, the on-play Dorumon. Didn't know which one I wanted to put on top of the baby, so I just straight up forgot to put something on top of the baby, which is going to bite me in the butt in a second, because he's going to go up into the Shakomon, recover here, and he is going to bounce, or at least he should bounce something, I think. I might be thinking of the wrong card. Less than or equal to the number of the cards in your security stack. Yep, there it goes. So Shakomon bounces, and that is, you know, a big blow, because I would have started popping off next turn, but that is my own fault for not going into the Alphamon when I had the chance, and instead trying to set up. But now, because I do have that set up, I am going to take a bit of damage in the next few turns, but I do, like I said, this deck is very consistent in, you know, how much value you can get. So I'm going to go up into the Dorumon, the Dorugamon, in Raising, trash a Dorumon to draw more Dorumons, like just like in game 1, you know how it goes. Digimon fall down mode, swings into security, and, well, I know that the new Alphamon brings things out of security to put them underneath, so I don't think that is too much of an issue if a couple of my cards do go into security. So going up into that Armadillomon, I still get set, and I have all of my tamers. It's only 1 of each tamer, but that is more than enough to get a shitload of value, and you're going to start watching that as we get into this. So I'm going to put the X-Antibody underneath, gain a memory, draw a card. You can see I just found the Ouryuken, and you need the Ouryuken to start popping off with that Alphamon Ouryuken, so I play another cool boy, go for the search for that level 4, and I find it exactly, and the X-Antibody full value, go up in for free, Except it's not free. I gain 2 memory for my troubles, draw 2 extra cards, go up into the level 5. I'm going to slot the Ouryuken underneath. Well, first I have to remember to do that. You saw I was getting a little ahead of myself, but I actually put the Dourugraemon underneath because I still do have the Yuji. I'm going to start doing my thing, discard to gain a memory, pop his Armadillomon, and you saw how much I had and how much I've gained back. This deck has a lot of memory gain, and now I swing using the effect of X-Antibody and the effect of Yuji, slot the Ouryuken underneath, go up into the Alphamon. Alphamon, I get to get something out of the grave and then digivolve his Ordinimon. So here I'm opting, do I want one of the memory Dorumons? Do I want the blocker from the Ginuryumon? Or, no, that's, yeah, the Ginuryumon provides blocker. So I opt for Dorumon to gain an extra memory, choke him to 1. He doesn't have the memory boost this time, but I am swinging for a good handful of checks. There goes 1, 2, 3 checks. That is 2 Magnamon X-Antibodies in security, which we knew about the first one, but not the second one. Pushes up the Patamon now as it passes back to his turn. Reboots because of the Ouryuken, but does gain a little bit of memory back. He does go up into the Pegasusmon, which gives security attack -1, and it's not like he can Jogress right now because he doesn't have the end of turn Jogress for the level 6. I don't think he has a level 6 Jogress. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I said that, but he does use his level 3 to warp into the Magnamon X, so now he does still have a couple of scary pieces on board, but I have full setup, full combo at the ready. I have the Ouryuken in hand. It's just a matter of actually getting to it. So here we go. I will swing Yuji to put another +1000 underneath in the Dourugamon. Gain a memory, draw a card, or gain 2 memory, draw a card. Use the effect of X-Antibody to go up into the Ouryuken for 7, which he does de-digivolve the Magnamon and swing in. Or, yeah. He hits that memory boost, and he does have security -1 and then +2, so it's only 2 checks. So the Alphamon, at the end of the attack, I return up to 7 cards, so I will return 5 cards to the bottom of my deck in any order to gain 5 memory. And, I could have done more. I was thinking I want to keep all those security attacks. I want to keep, pretty much everything I have. But, I figured I need everything I have underneath him right now, so let's just go into this attack, thinking about what I want to do next. Can't really use the Cool Boys. I play out the level 3, draw a couple of more cards after discarding another Dorumon rather. Swing with another Alphamon, another 2 checks. There goes 1 and 2. And then I am set up for victory next turn. You can see I have another Alphamon Ouryuken, so I start to go up into the Dex Dourugamon. Gain a memory from discarding something, and now it is back to my opponent's turn. And we can see he doesn't really have much to do. Pops the yellow memory boost, goes up into the Armadillomon for a search. There isn't much to look for, but he does Jogress into the Shakomon. He can't bounce anything, but he does have the recovery right there. And he plays out the TK to see what he has in his security. And he goes, well, there's nothing that can stop you. So I will swing in with that Alphamon. Hit those last few checks. Restands after the attack anyway. And then swing for game. So you can really see the power of the X-Antibody deck and why it is so good right now. Whereas the old X-Antibody deck, it was just the Alphamon combo, and you didn't get as much value out of all of your other cards, because with the Cool Boys now, and with the fact that you can use the X-Antibody option to digivolve into whatever the hell you want, at level 5 into 6 into their turn and then gain memory back and that kind of thing. It's pretty wild. So it's a great deck. I'm looking forward to playing more of it, and I really hope you liked this video. I will be catching you cats in the next one. Magnamon X-Antibody.